All right, we're going to talk a little bit about sitting posture now. Many of us are sitting in different positions than we would normally, whereas under normal circumstances, before COVID, obviously, we were sitting at desks and workstations that were ergonomically assessed. We had the screen at the right height, we had the seat at the right height, everything was prepared adequately. At the moment, a lot of people are working at home, either working on dining tables or worse yet, off their sofa on a laptop. So I wanted to discuss a couple of simple solutions that we could do to try to improve this as much as possible. So I'm going to go through a bit on kind of the basics of sitting. So if I demonstrate, so when we're standing, what we want to have is a good alignment between what you should see really is a plumb line or a straight line going through the hole in the ear, the middle of the shoulder and the hip. So that would be good posture. Deviations from that we commonly see are forward head carriage, rounded shoulders coming forward, okay, loss of curves in the neck and the lower back. So we should have a good curve through the lower back and a good curve through the neck. Okay, that brings us to a more upright position. And generally speaking, we're trying to maintain that also in sitting. Whenever we can maintain those curves, the better the back is. Okay, so sitting's no different. So what I really like using is a saddle stool. Now this doesn't work for everybody, but I'll just demonstrate how it works for me. So it's something that you just need to try and see. And the way you know whether it works or not is really you'll feel it. So when I'm sat here, what you should be able to see is that, and this is a natural position, despite the fact that I don't have a back support here, I'm very comfortable in this position and I naturally sit fairly upright. So you can see the hole in my ear is still in line with my shoulders, so I'm not drooping forward. And I'm not really using any effort to maintain this posture, and that's the key. So if you try this out and you're trying to sit upright, and that's the only thing that's holding you up, that's just not going to work, because as soon as you sit down under normal circumstances, you're just going to collapse into the posture that takes the least amount of energy. Okay, so if I try to improve my posture from this position, that's as far as I can go. That's as erect as I can get here. So I'm pretty much on the limit. So it's pretty much as good as I can get it. So just to explain how this works, it's a saddle stool. So my knees are quite significantly lower than my hips, and what that does is it creates a curve in my lower back in my specific case, and many other people, but not everybody, like I said before. So just to demonstrate how this works, or to show how it doesn't work if you don't have that alignment of hip being higher than the knee, I'm just going to drop this chair. Okay, and I hope you can see this, that my head is sitting quite significantly forward compared to my shoulders now. And at the moment, I don't have a curve in my lower back, so I'm very slouched here. And this is the natural posture. So I can change it, so I can, if you will, override it by going upright. But you can see how far I need to change from the default position here, which is very slouched, to an upright posture. So what that means is that if I sit here, I mean, I could maintain this for maybe 3-4 seconds, but as I'm working, I'll just naturally go into this, okay? And here I'm putting significantly more pressure on my discs and my lower back, and because my head is forward, a lot more pressure on the thorax and the mid-back here, and also the base of the neck, and I'm going to get a lot of issues also at the base of the skull here, at the very, very top of the neck, which can give rise to a lot of neck ache, shoulder problems, headaches, numbness, pins and needles into the arms. Okay, it's quite a long list of issues that can arise as a result of being in this posture for a long, long time. So that's saddle stools. If I change it up again, lift it right up, and then I naturally go into that really good posture. Okay. Now, some of you will try this, and this just will not work for you. Okay. And there's nothing wrong with you. It's just that you just have a different shape to your back, and you may require a seat that support you, and ideally what you would get is you would get a back support. So the chair should have some kind of a cushion through here, or an adjustable support that pushes your back in. It's also important, if you do have that tendency to slouch, to not have the back straight. So you want it more reclined. So you can see, if I just align this correctly, you can see that this chair is angling this way. It's not a straight back, which when we have that, I mean, I'm generally more comfortable on this than I am on this, but this is a pretty good chair because I'm actually sitting right back into it. Okay. Now, if the chair was a straight back, for me, I would naturally slump. Okay. So to rectify that, what you can do is you can get cushions like such, kind of support cushions. It doesn't have to be anything really fancy. These are really good because they're very firm. Okay, but you can just position that so it sits right in the small of the back, and you can put this into the chair, and then it just immediately makes me fall back into the chair. Okay, so that's the other solution. One of these will work for you. Okay, and you just need to try it out. Okay, whichever one feels more comfortable, and whichever one you naturally get into a good position without any effort, that's the one that's going to work for you. Okay, so worth trying it out. It really helps if we're sitting in good postures. A poor sitting position is a huge factor in chronic lower back pain and chronic neck pain, and especially given the fact now, as we discussed, with COVID and not working in a good workstation. Okay, I hope that that's useful. And if you feel like you need some more information, please drop us a line on the email, or even you can leave comments on the Facebook page. And if you have any suggestions for videos that you'd like to have done, we can definitely do those for you. Okay, take care. Bye-bye.